Oh, another video, not very far apart from the other one. It's already 12:19 in the afternoon. Gosh damn, how did that happen? Shit. Wow. Yeah, I tried to go to sleep. I kind of dozed off a little. Sometimes when I'm not sleepy, I just need to do something. Just a lot of things I'm thinking about. I was getting watery eyed, seeing back. I watched this movie since I made my last video that was, wow, 6 hours ago already. Gosh, damn. Seems like I made it just like an hour ago or whatever. Oh well. Oh man. My videos, I just like to be myself. This video, it's not really about cars, although I'm very happy. I got all that stuff fixed on the Dodge Ram. Like dropping the gas tank on it about a week ago. Always wondered if it push came to shove, if I could actually do that. Well, I knew I could mechanically do it, but I mean, to actually do it on my lawn or in my driveway. Yeah, I did it. And next time it'll be easier because I know how to make that, a fair job where it's not that difficult. And getting all those things fixed. Now on the Lincoln, LCM box, get it replaced. And, it's doing real good. And I really love the way that car drives. Gosh, damn, you can't even feel the road under you. That car drives so damn good. That's what other people say in all the reviews about those cars. Your 98 to 2011 Lincoln Down cars, it's just like floating on the air. After driving that car, a couple of times a week for the past 2 years, I don't think I can ever go back to riding a motorcycle again. Because it has spoiled me. I've gotten used to that. Oh, well, I'm an old person. That doesn't frighten me, nah. Doesn't frighten me at all. Man, I know so much more than I used to know when I was younger. I might have been, yeah, I was a knockout. I was real good looking when I was young. But I was so damn stupid. My looks didn't do me any good because I was too stupid to know how good I looked. And that's the problem with most good looking people. Usually they have their good looks, but they're too stupid to know they're good looking. Oh well. Oh man. I get like this way I'm feeling right now. It happens occasionally randomly, and I see why. I see why. I mean, when a person has no family left at all, my mother died 2 years ago, and that was it. Just no more family. Everybody is gone. Man, oh man. And now my head's scratching. Oh, but it's just about my head scratching. But or itching. I'm the one scratching. Oh well, fuck that. I just want to talk about, I was laying back, I got water out. I'm real happy. It's just I need a good hug from somebody because nobody loves me. I mean, nobody loves me. Shit. I mean, wow. But I have so much love, to offer or whatever. This is just a chat video, I mean, it's just about me being myself. Who am I? Who am I? Oh God, Jesus Christ, who am I? I don't really know. Am I a man? Am I a woman? I know I'm a spirit, but what am I? I don't know why, but why doesn't anybody want to ever be around me? Well, I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, I have absolutely no one in my life. Absolutely no one in my life. Pauline, she's an acquaintance, but I think she just likes me because she wants a guy to have sex with, which is all right. And she wants someone to talk to also. But does she care about me? Hell, I don't know. She's not a person that wants to hug someone, and I just don't see it in her eyes. It's not just about my sexual appetite. No, you know, and I can love people both genders. Like limitless. If I was in New York, I'd love to give you a hug, brother. I'd love to give you a hug. Because if I hugged you, you'd never forget. You'd never forget. Because I have genuine care and genuine love, and it comes from God. Because that's where it starts. And Massey, the lady that comes into a lot of my comments, I'd love to give you a hug too. I really would. Oh man, but why does everybody run from me? Why does everybody run from me? Damn. You know, Spiritual people that have passed away, they come to me to talk to me, but physical humans, they don't. Am I actually alive? I wonder. I think what I need to do is at nighttime, I need to go to a cemetery. Now, I can't just go to any cemetery because they'd get paranoid. Maybe they're night watchmen and then cops would come out. What are you doing there? Do you have a family member buried here? So if I went to the one where my grandmother, my dad's mother, is buried in Friendswood, about 20 miles from here, see, at least I'd have an excuse. I'd say, oh, I was just thinking about my grandmother's grave and I just wanted to see it. See, and that would, it would, because I'd know the name before I found the grave. Her name was Ruth Guyton, same last name as me. Boy, it's a big cemetery too. Because if I went to that big cemetery at night, I would be able to feel people around me. And I'd just talk and I'd let them listen like I'm talking on this video right now and say, man, now I'd have to watch out for unclean spirits. They will impersonate a good spirit. And I'm lonely. I feel like nobody loves me, you know. Oh Lord, I could take, one of my Bibles with me, King James Version, Old Testament, New Testament Bible. Wear a cross, that's silly. In fact, when I used to work at a pipe yard a long time ago, work nights, I saw spirits in this graveyard off of Knapp Road on Telephone Road, Highway 35 here in Houston. I would see them all night long and hear them talking. A lot of them would walk right up to me. I never ran into a bad one. They all seem to be relaxed. The ones that they're just curious, you know. They knew they belonged to other consequences. You know, you could tell that the way they'd look at it, you know. And I remember that before I was born. You know, before I was born, I remember as a spirit I was alone, other than my two elders I saw whenever I decided to be reborn that advised me about some things. But I remember as a spirit I was alone. I remember that. And as a child I was always alone. The other kids didn't want to play with me. Even in kindergarten, they didn't want, they'd look at me like they were frightened. Same thing in elementary school. And it makes me wonder sometimes, what am I? What am I, Jesus Christ? What am I? I'm something different, that's for sure. 'Cause I can go in a room of people and they'll just all stop talking and they'll look tense, you know? Why? 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 There's things I know that other people don't know, you know? I just wanted to share this with y'all. Damn it. Oh man. I'm not depressed. How do you explain it when actually you're very happy, but because I'm in control of everything, money, house, and all these cars and motorcycles I have. I mean, I'm in control of it, you know, and it couldn't be better there. But it's just, why is it meant for me to be alone? Hi. It's been that way all my life. 'Cause I remember before I ever even started elementary school, when I was five, I remember being three, four. I would wake up, you know, 'cause I always stayed up at night and then I wouldn't sleep and then I'd wake up. My parents and two sisters, they'd be gone somewhere. And I'd say, they left me alone again. And I'd be alone. So what I did when I was about 6 years old, this happened so often that I would just call phone numbers I would think of. And I would ask random people to answer the phone, you know, that I didn't know. It could be a man or a woman. I'd say, hello, who is this? And I'd say, oh, hi, my name's Bubba. I just wanted to ask you, I don't know what to do. I'm alone. Some people would talk to me about it. And it's like those videos I made about, you know, a guy, I thought we were friends, you know, for like 8 months, and then he quits talking to me, won't answer my calls. And I made part one, part two, and part three. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. What it is, I'm throwing my emotions out on the table. See, I'm not embarrassed to do that, people, you know. Most people are. I'm not. My dad, he used to tell me, you say, Bubba, you're just like a girl. You're just like a woman. Maybe so, but maybe it's better to be that way. Maybe more men should be like that because Always made plenty of money being a man, and I'm the greatest damn mechanic, so I'm not lacking there, you know. But I've always been emotional. A lot of people take that as a weakness, especially guys, it will drive them away or whatever. Well, I don't want those type of people in my life because if someone can't be my friend because I'm emotional or, I get mushy sometimes, well, the hell with them. 'Cause I don't want to be a machine, you know? Oh, who am I? Who am I? Those animals that don't know me, they love me. It's- I used to go walking a lot right after my divorce about 18 years ago, I remember. And I found that walking would help me, deal with life was changed for me. And I was living alone here at the house like I am now. And I'd go for walks, and I remember there were dogs, other people that'd be out, those dogs would be rah, 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 wild. But when I'd walk down the sidewalk, dogs out on lawns, they didn't bark at me. They'd bark at other people, but they didn't bark at me. But they would just look at me and they'd walk over to me like they were a human. And I'd say, "Hi, my name's Earl. I hope you're doing all right." They wouldn't bark at me and they weren't scared of me. And cats have always just walked up to me. And it's that way when I lived on, well, my mom always called it our farm, but it was a ranch, 88.5 acres, okay? It was a ranch. We had about every kind of animal there was. The animals all loved me. Wow. But why don't people like me? I don't understand. Every- Everybody runs away from me. You know, sometimes the last 3 nights, and I go through this occasionally. See, I face this. I don't bottle it up. And I'll be, man, I'm so lonely. I wish it was someone I could just call them on the telephone and talk to them. But y'all know there is nobody I could even call on the damn telephone and talk to. Shit. So I'll do the only thing I can, I'll work on one of my vehicles or, I love the cats. I love holding them. And I love talking to them. And right now, I know they're listening to me because they're all like still and they're looking at me and they don't, usually they're doing stuff, but they're not right now. Because in their own way, they understand what I'm feeling. Oh, well, what was I thinking? Animals love me. Almighty God and Jesus Christ love me. I guess I'm just so different that people look at me strange. And, I go out clean and very orderly, because basically I'm aristocratic. I'm an aristocratic person as far as my movements, but I'm not mentally molded that way. But I've noticed I can go in somewhere, and other people, if somebody else walks in, they'll just glance and they'll go, "Oh," they might say hi, and then they'll get back to talking to others in a group. But not me. When I walk in, people's faces, some of them have a look of fear, like, "What are you going to do to us? What are you going to do to us?" Do I look dangerous, John? Damn, I don't know. 'Cause, people have it's a fearful or very confused, and people fear what they don't understand. So they might not be afraid of me physically, but it's like, what is that? What is that? An alien? That's the way people look at me. And it's not my imagination because I remember job places or when I was in middle school, high school, there could be a gathering and other girls and other guys that say, "Oh, when you're around, everybody acts different." Oh my gosh. Oh my. If I could change what I am, how I am, who I am, no, I wouldn't do it because I like what I am, because I'm a happy person. But sometimes I just get so damn lonely. Like, who can I call? And then other people in the neighborhood, they're all too busy to talk to. They gotta go to work and all this stuff. Oh, I don't know. I've got it better than a lot of people. 'Cause, Ann Wilson, she's the singer, the Heart Group. Man, I love her and all the music she sang. She's in a wheelchair now. And Suzanne Summers died a year or two ago. Mary Ann from the Gilligan Show died about 3 years ago. Joni Cunningham, Aaron Morin from Happy Days died about 5 years ago. And I heard Bruce Willis, he had to go to a old age rest home. Gosh damn it. So that's my way of knowing just on the internet that I'm doing better than a lot, you know. I remember when I was younger, I didn't have enough money and I'd always be, oh, I want this, I want that. Now I've got lots of money. But I ask myself, what do you want? What do you want? You have the money now, what do you want? I don't want nothing. Now, if I didn't have the four cars I got and the two Harleys, yeah, there's a lot of cars I'd want. I'd end up with four again. But the ones I like are to my suiting. They're my choice of what I want. So no, I don't want that. I don't want that. So what do I want? Even though I'm happy and I'm a motivated person, I think I'm ready for another level, for Jesus Christ to put me on another level, another dimension. Because on this earth, there's nothing that I want that I don't already have. You know, that makes sense to me, but it might not make sense to y'all. Because what do I want? Do I want to go on a ship cruise? Hell no, man. That's a trap. That's a floating mall, or worse, really, because there's less room. Do I want to fly somewhere to brands, really? Fuck no. Because it'd be the same thing. It's about money, going and eating different food that I can do right here. Because Houston, where I'm living right now, it's a huge city. There's every kind of restaurant that any place in the world has. Our Westheimer Boulevard is known for that, that reaches from the Galleria all the way to, where anything you're in the mood for. So we got that. Seafood, Mexican food, French food, anything, everything, steakhouses. Yeah, I just need to talk. Just need to talk. I was this way when I was younger too. I remember my dad. Well, back then I had some people call and I'd say, I just need to talk. I don't understand. And they'd say, Bubba, people think you're crazy. Okay, all right. Maybe so, maybe so. Shit, I don't know. I feel sorry for the way people are living. But see, I have so much time on my hands. I can watch people go to work, their wives, and then there's husband. It's like they're zombies. It's like they're, I don't know, under a hypnotic spell or some shit. It's like they're not alive. Even though they're moving a lot, it's like they're not really alive. I don't think anybody even looks up anymore. Oh, do we have a full moon tonight? Oh, look at the clouds or stars. I don't think anybody even does that. I don't know. Poppy. Yeah. Oh man. I definitely have a lot of love. I have a lot of love. I have so many feelings about so many things. You know that one song by Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. This song really gets to me because when she raised her arms and, she's got a powerful voice. I wish I could just walk up to her and I could say, baby, you're not alone. I love you. I don't know. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want? What do I want? I've got every material thing. I've got my health. What do I want? You know, the movie called Wizard of Oz. I remember all us kids saw that back then, but think about that. There's so many on a different walk of life. The Straw Man, the Lion, the Tin Man, and Dorothy and her dog Toto. And then there's always the bad, the witch that would try to hinder their efforts. And then they met the wizard that turned out to be a donkey. He was fake. The man behind the curtain. But, you know, they overlooked it and they all left the palace happy. And when Dorothy returned, it turned out that the lion and the tin man and the straw man, I believe there was another, that they were all friends of her family. Wow. So many things out there, Might watch that movie again today. Follow the yellow brick. Hmm. Yeah, I know this is a slow video. I know. And I wouldn't blame anybody. I know a lot of people, oh man, why should I listen to all this? Well, you don't have to. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, that's about all I can think about right now. But when no one loves you, neither one of my parents ever loved me. They backstabbed me badly. I know this much, Almighty God and Jesus Christ love me, or I wouldn't be here talking to people. Jesus Christ has always been my parent, my lawyer, my doctor, my family. He's been all those things. See, I know that. There's so much I'd like to tell y'all that y'all would think that I've gone nuts. I'll go so far, that and tell people I do have pre-birth experiences. And I knew when I started mingling in life, like when I was about 5 in kindergarten, I found out real fast that I was different and others were afraid of me. And I remember I would hear a voice. It was a higher spirit. And I heard this even in kindergarten. It would say, you're different from they are. They don't understand you. Stay separate from them. Don't play with them. I remember that. Oh, yeah, I was different. I knew it. I knew it. But I wasn't the same. And, oh God, Ann Wilson, yeah, sings for heart. She's the brunette. Dear, I hope you're happy and you're going to be all right. And her sister that played the guitar in Heart, her sister Nancy Wilson. I hope you're okay too, dear. They're about my same age because Nancy is 71, right? Well, she was born in 1954. I was born in 56, but born in early 56. Yeah. God, I remember so many things. Where did the time go? Where did it go? It's then at the same time, it's like it's all still there, you know? It's all still there. You know something I miss, people? Sitting at a dinner table with some other people and eating, you know? I miss that, you know? Like family or whatever. There could be somebody else's family. If I could just sit down, you know? There's a dinner table, salt and pepper, and it's like, oh, could you pass the sweet peas? Oh, could you pass me the mashed potatoes? That sort of thing. I truly miss that, I really miss that. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, got 36 minutes here. Sure, y'all hear the babies in the background. Well, they're sure big for only being 2 weeks old. Wow. Wow. They're pretty strong too. Mother Panther, man, she is super. I love her. She's the best mother on earth. The greatest. Well, y'all, I guess after I get off here, everything's caught up, so I'm not going to go outside and do anything. Y'all know I don't like days anyway. Oh, I don't know. I guess I'll just watch different stuff here on YouTube and I don't know. I'm not in the mood to cry right now. 'Cause I'm not sad about anything. I just don't understand. God has gifted me with talent, and a lot of good things. Oh, there's one of my lighters I dropped. Those kittens get it under it. They actually conjured it up. Oh God. So now I got three out here. I always keep two with me all the time, one in my pocket, one with my cigarettes. I set myself up to where I don't run out of anything, people. Glad I filled up the Lincoln this morning around 4:30 a.m. And that is, I'm still thinking that is weird. I'm wondering time fixing to end, Jesus Christ gonna return? I hope so. I hope so, I hope so. 'Cause I want the cats to go to heaven. That way nothing will happen to them. 'Cause, God will take care of my babies. And, you know, in heaven, there won't, mean people won't be allowed to go there if I can go to heaven. 'Cause, man, that experience, I mean, I know it's Sunday, people, but it's like I said in my last video. I was born in 1956. I'm 69 now. I have never in my life seen Edgebrook to where there's not one car or one damn human. I have never seen that. God, I couldn't even hear any sounds when I was at Valero pumping gas. I was looking around, had my weapons ready in case someone tried to walk up on me, but I couldn't even hear any sounds. Usually you'll hear random dogs here and there from a distance barking, but no, not even that. Not even that. So I don't know. Maybe something is coming down or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't scare me. No, it doesn't scare me, but I wonder if something is going on like that. And sometimes I get the feeling that Almighty God and Jesus Christ, that everything's fixing to close up, that they're putting the bad people with the bad people and the good people, they're putting us alone for our own protection. I think something like that might be going on, happening, you know. But, we wonder about a lot of things, don't we? Yeah. Oh man, if y'all are good people, I do love you, but man, I could use a hug right now. Damn it. Why does everybody run from me? I don't understand. But Jesus Christ gets me through because I'll snap out of this before long. You know, usually after I go to sleep and then I wake up, it's like, oh, I'm so motivated. Like, wow, so I'm not burned out. Oh, hell no, nothing like that. I'm not in a depression, nothing like that. And I'm definitely not crazy, nothing like that. Well, I guess that's all. We're into 42 minutes now. Enough, I guess, of this. But anyway, I guess I'll say later, y'all. And Almighty God, I love you. I love you, Jesus Christ. And thank you that everything's going good around here. The cars, the house, the money, the cats, my health. I've got a lot to be thankful for. So please have mercy on me for feeling sort of whining, I guess you'd call this. But I just wanted to like throw everything out there, So I definitely got it better than a stray dog or poor Ann Wilson in a wheelchair. I mean, I better be thankful for what I have. Anyway, later, y'all. I love you, Jesus Christ.